Skill moves are one of the best ways to beat defenders in FC24. However, there is a big problem that most players face. And that is, they don't know which skill moves to use in which position. We will talk about the only 3 skill moves you need to master in FC24. First up, we have the Stepover Straight, alright? Now, when do you need to perform Stepover Straight? Without having to think about it. You do it without thinking. That is what we want to achieve, right? Guys, that is only possible by knowing the exit direction of each skill move. Stepover Straight's exit direction is always in front of us. It is always straight like this because it is called a Stepover Straight, right? So we go from 3 to 12 in an anti-clockwise direction while pointing the left stick straight in front of our player. That is the exit direction. So whenever I have space in front of me, I will use the Stepover Straight because this game is all about finding the space and exploiting the space. There is space, I will do the Stepover Straight, right? Because it will always exit in front of my player. That is the basic thing you need to keep in mind, the exit direction. Now let's talk about the ball roll, for example. What does the ball roll do? It shifts the ball from left to right, right to left. And it is great for creating space. It is great for creating angles. The best thing about the ball roll is that we use it to create angles. You should always pass the ball in direction that you are facing. I want to pass the ball to Zugzi. What do? I do a ball roll and then I pass. Why? Because I was facing straight. When I do a ball roll, I am able to quickly change direction. That is why the ball roll is so good. It allows you to shift the ball instantly. Now, when do you need to do a ball roll? Obviously, we need to remember the exit direction. If we go right, it will obviously exit towards the right side. If we go left, it will exit towards the left. So whenever we have the space either left or right, depending on the space, we will perform the ball roll. See, I am facing straight and then I do a ball roll and pass. What does the ball roll do? It allows me to change direction quickly without having to compromise on the passing accuracy. Remember, in FC24, you always have to pass the ball in the direction you are facing. And the ball roll allows us to do that. Now, why am I telling you such a basic thing? Because it is basic, but not many people know it, how to use it in game. And that is why they are confused. There are so many skill moves, right? We have the McGiddy cancel, we have the ball roll drag, we have the flare nutmeg, we have Elastico, we have reverse Elastico, we have every skill move in the game and it is confusing. But the first requisite, like I said, is to know the exit direction of each skill move. And realistically, there are only 3 to 4 skill moves that you need to know. We have talked about the Stepover, and the exit direction of the Stepover is straight in front of us. Now we know whenever we have the space in front of us, we will perform the Stepover. We will memorize it, right? How will we memorize it? By focusing on the space. If the space is in front of me, I'll do the Stepover. If I want to change directions, I will use the ball roll because it will either exit towards right or left depending on where I go with the ball roll. The next skill move I want to talk about is the reverse Elastico. Now, when we are inside the box, we have to determine if the space is towards right or left. See, if the space is towards inside, I will perform a reverse Elastico. Why a reverse Elastico? Because the reverse Elastico will always exit towards the inside of the player. It will go like this, towards the inside. If I wanted to, let's say, exploit the space on the outside of my player, I would do Elastico because an Elastico is simply exiting towards outside, whereas a reverse Elastico exits towards the inside of the player. If it is confusing, just pay attention. This is reverse. Inside, right? This is Elastico. It exits towards the outside. By knowing the exit directions of each skill move, we are able to perform them in game fluently. Lastly, I want to talk about the flare nutmeg. Where is it best used? It is best used on the wings, right? It is one of the best skill moves to use on the wings. Once again, it is the exit direction. If I want to exit towards right quickly while I am facing straight and I want to bait my opponent, if he is a good opponent, I would do a flare nutmeg pass. Why a flare nutmeg pass? Because this animation is new and it is confusing for the opponent. When you do a flare nutmeg and you cancel it with the pass, he thinks that you might go straight, but then you pass, right? It cancels the animation. It is all about having that element of surprise. But like I said, the first thing is knowing the exit direction of the skill move. Exit direction of the skill move combined with knowing where the space is actually takes your game to the next level. Here is this attacking strategy in game. We do a step over because we had space in front of us. We did a ball roll to have an angle. We do a ball roll again to find an angle for the pass. Once we do it, it is unpredictable, right? Again, why do we do the ball roll? To avoid the tackle. We knew we had the space on the outside. Now I had the space towards behind, so I did a step over reverse, followed up by a drag cancel, right? A ball roll drag cancel, and again step over because I had space in front of me. Ball roll scoop turn to quickly change directions. I am not doing these skill moves to beat players. Instead, I am doing it to either find spaces for pass or to create shooting angles, and it eventually led to this goal. Skill moves are simple, but we make it overcomplicated by thinking, oh, they are very hard. You saw just 3 to 4 skill moves in action, and basically these 3 to 4 skill moves are all you need, but you need to focus on everything that I just taught you. Look at this goal from Tex. See, he does a ball roll, then does a step over, then does a ball roll and does a step over. Why does he do it? He wants to change direction. To change the direction, what did he do? He did a ball roll towards the inside. Then he has the space in front of him. Because he has the space in front of him, he does a step over, right? And now see, where is the space? Now see, where is the space? Towards the red arrow. So how can he exploit it? He first does a ball roll and then does a step over speed boost in front of him. He knew the exit direction of the ball roll and the step over as well. He knew how to exploit that space. Once you take this video seriously and apply these concepts in game, you will take your attack to the next level. Now that you have learned how to effectively do skill moves like a pro in FC24, you might want to know how to defend them. So check this video out here.